Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today is a slightly different video from me. Normally I do a Stitch with Me upload video, and today I decided to do something a little bit different. Today is Wednesday and we've just had a glorious bank holiday here in Scotland. So I was going through my stash and I was looking at all my things and thinking, oh, I think I might like to do a Flosstube video and show everybody these couple of new starts which I've had, and also some that I've had in my stash, some kits I've had in my stash which I haven't looked at for ages. So I brought them out to have a look at them and I thought I'd show you them as well. So firstly, I did mention this in my Sunday night live stream that I had started something new, and it was a long dog sampler. But of course not everybody's going to be watching my live stream or coming into my live stream, so they won't really see it. So I want to show you, and I'm going to start off with showing you the cover of this gorgeous pattern. Now this is a really quirky design. I really love this. It's apparently new, a new spring design, along with another one called Gone to Pieces, which is like a kind of has like jigsaw puzzle pieces in it. And I like them both, but I thought this one just called out to me a little bit more. So it's just kind of quirky because you kind of got like the tap here running through the pattern, and then you've got these dancers on it. And I did wonder whether I wanted to do it in like just one color or whether I want to do a blend of colors. I certainly did not want to buy new colors for this pattern because I wanted to use up stuff that's in my stash, because I'm kind of like going through all my stuff at the moment and trying to decide what I need and what I don't need, and just trying to use up stuff basically rather than purchase more. So yeah, it might have made sense to do the whole thing in one color, but then I would have to use a lot of black or a lot of navy or gray or whatever it is that I would decide to do for the whole pattern. That would actually mean buying more thread. So I put together a few colors that I had that I liked the look of, and I thought I'm going to wing it a little bit actually, because sometimes it's more exciting to wing things because you don't know what the end result is going to be exactly, and you can be pleasantly surprised by how things turn out. So this is where I have got so far on this one. Now I'm doing it on 22 count. I just want to make sure that the camera focuses here. I'm doing this pattern on 22 count, and it's, come on, focus. Yeah, 22 count, and it's kind of like a light blue, as you can see. And I've decided to go with a different color here for the petals. So the roses or whatever they are, they're going to be like in a very dark burgundy. There's a very sort of light green here, or medium green, and I've done the 3799, I think it is, grey, and there's another color here. And when I do actually finish this pattern, I'm going to put it down, all the colors that I've used, in case anybody likes it enough that they might want to use the same colors I did, or some of the colors that I did that I'm using. So that's as far as I've gotten this one, and I really think it's coming out nice. It's not coming out too big, so that's my new start. I really think that squirrel is cute there. There's two of them, one up here, one down here. So that's a bit of a winging job, yeah. So I hope it's going to turn out well for me, so we'll see. It's actually nice to take a break from doing HAEDs to do something like this, because you do get a bit tired after a while of just doing full coverage and not much of anything else. And I know that some of you like to combine full coverage with other things. So that's one that I've started. The other one has a little bit of an interesting story, because I kind of volunteer in a charity shop once a week, and I'm always like scuffling through the bins and the garbage and all the stuff that comes in that people dump and things that they don't want. See if there's anything that catches my eye, anything that I fancy. And I did come across this design, and it took me a while to decide whether to get it or not. This is called Stitcheree. Obviously it's a bit battered looking, but this is called Stitcheree, and I've realized that this is actually an Australian company or an Australian designer. So how it ended up in Scotland, I don't know, but obviously somebody just decided they didn't want to do it anymore and they brought it in. So this one was a full kit, although it was a little bit of a haphazard condition by the time I had picked it out of the bins, out of the bucket of stuff that we go through. And the one that was inside this, and I think if I lean a bit closer, you might be able to see, it's not a very good picture actually. Let's see if I can get a better pic. Okay, the koala bears there, that's the one that was inside the package. And the material was pink, the fabric was pink. So it's 4 koalas in a circle and some like vines or something on the outside. And when I did get that from the shop, it comes with 2 pieces of fabric like this. Now, one of them had already been used. Somebody had already started doing this pattern, and that's why they'd brought it to the shop, because they just decided that they didn't want, my hair's driving me mad today. Hold on a second. They just decided that they didn't want to do it any longer. And you can see that they've started it and just, abandoned it or dumped it. So I tried to pick it out and I could not pick this out. It is so like fuzzy. Am I looking at the right side or the wrong side? No. Okay, so this is the right side. And I did try to pick it out, but it did not work for me. And it was really getting very difficult to pick. So I've left it for the moment. Now there's 2 pieces of this fabric. They're both about the same size, not too big. 2 pieces of this fabric, and I decided what I would do is I would start the design on the other side, which might have been the back side, intended to be the back of the fabric. So I started the design here. And it's working out well. So if I cannot pick what's on this one, I will just dump it and I will get a different piece of fabric for the back of the cushion. I think that's probably the easiest way, because it doesn't look like it's a lot to pick, but it was actually threatening to damage the material and it was getting a bit difficult and tedious trying to pick it out. So I started here, and that's as far as I got. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good bargain for like £1. And my thought was, this is going to look lovely on my new couch. And secondly, it was just sitting there and, looking for someone to give it some love. I think that's what it was, somebody to give it some love. So there's my koala cushion. And I think the colour of the fabric is gorgeous as well, isn't it? And to me, it actually looks like a linen. I'm not 100% sure. But it does look like it has, yeah, it must be. It's got some of those slubs in it, I think. I think it's a linen. If I'm mistaken, let me know if you can tell. But it does feel a lot more like linen than even weave. So those are the 2 pieces that I have started. And I don't know, I haven't got any particular order or fashion in doing them both. So we'll just have to wait and see. I kind of think I will pick these up in between my full coverage, and whatever I get done, I get done. And that's basically it. So I'm happy with those. Okay. There was quite a bit of sorting out to do with threads on this Stitcheree design. I don't know how available this is, actually. If you like this or you like any of the other cushions here, I had a search for Stitcheree designs and a couple of things popped up on eBay. One was on Etsy for like a reasonable price, and the other one, but it might have been Etsy Australia, so whether they ship it elsewhere, I don't know. And the other place I sourced this design, I think was in eBay or something, and it was like a ridiculous price of like $100 or more. I don't think anybody's going to pay that. So yeah, pretty difficult to find. So maybe a little bit unique in Europe or in this part of the world. I'm not sure. The other pieces that I have, my kits, which I haven't started yet. So I've got this beautiful Dimensions, which my husband actually purchased for me. We were shopping in Hobbycraft and he just picked it up. He knows I like wolves. I actually really like wolves. And this one is not too big as a gold collection. It's on 18 count white eider. And yeah, it's got everything you need inside this kit. So I'm looking forward to starting this one. I don't think I'm going to start it just yet, even though it is a small one. I'm looking more the autumn time for this, or at least when I get one of these 2 finished. If I get the long dog sampler finished first or the koala cushion finished first, this will be the next one that I start. And after that, I also have sourced this beautiful design, which I actually purchased a while ago. This is Heritage Crafts, and I know that the crinkle makes it difficult to see. Let's see if that's a bit better. Heritage Crafts, the John Clayton collection. And this one is called Christmas Skaters, and I think I purchased this towards the end of last year, and it's been in my stash for a while, but I absolutely love, oh, I just love the atmosphere of this. That's the main thing that I like about it. The atmosphere is beautiful, it's pretty, it's vintage. I like that kind of stuff. I'm going to frame this and have this in my bedroom, I think, because I'm going to love looking at this one on the wall because they look so happy and gleeful. It's got a Christmas feel. It's a cozy, feel-good cross-stitch picture, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this one. And another one that's not too dissimilar, which I also bought. Oh, by the way, this one is, if you're interested, what does it say here? Oh, it doesn't say what size either it's got. Oh, sorry, yes, it does. 14 count. Up here it's 14 count. Doesn't look too big now. It's 12 inches by 8 inches, so not very big, and it will be a nice one to frame and have up on the wall, or even in just a regular frame that you can put on the mantelpiece or on a sideboard or somewhere, or any other kind of furniture. It's so, like, it's such a happy piece. And then I have a little bit of a romantic one actually to show you. This one is one that I must have bought around Valentine's, because I was probably feeling a little bit on the romantic side. And this is called, actually, I don't know what it's called. It's by Design Works, and it just says counted cross stitch and Twilight Romance. That's it. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't seem to get my head around the names of things. So this is Twilight Romance, and it's a 12-inch by 18-inch piece, and I just loved the colours in the sky there. Look how beautiful this is, and it's got this gold trim. It's got this gold effect. Really, really lovely layers of gold along the water and under here, and they look so much in love. And the guy's playing the violin. I mean, how romantic can it be? Beautiful. And a boat, just really, really pretty and romantic. So I thought this one would be nice to do, but obviously I never started it. I put it away, but I do intend to do it at some point. And again, it comes with all the floss and everything. So this is by Design Works. I don't know whether they have their own website or not. You should look up Design Works. If you look up Twilight Romance, you'll probably find it. It's just so pretty. So these are my lovely 3 pieces that I have invested in. And I've probably got a couple more I could show you, but I'm not going to show them all today. And look what a lovely bundle that is. And yeah, so I think in order of starting, it's going to be Wolf. I don't know about these 2. You can let me know in the comments which one would you start first out of Twilight Romance and Christmas Skaters. I'm thinking probably Christmas Skaters, because it'll be closer to Christmas than it will be to Valentine's Day, which we won't get now until 2023. So maybe this one can get started at the beginning of the year, and then I'll be well into it by Valentine's. And maybe this one I could start as Christmas approaches us. Maybe this could be a Christmas start. Definitely is a Christmas cross-stitch pattern, isn't it? So those are the 3 lovely patterns that cross-stitch gives. And there's some more here. There's one called Christmas Toy Shop. It's really, really tiny. I don't even know if you can see that. And the other one says Christmas Cottage. So there's more in this category. I really don't want to see any more, because the more I see, the more I want. Isn't that true? So I don't know which one I'm going to start and what. And I'm looking again at this gorgeous fabric, which I put aside because I had struggled a little bit with this fabric. And I started this, let's see if I can fold this up a bit better. It started my Snow Queen Mirabilia with this fabric, and it just didn't work out for me. I couldn't stitch on it for some reason. So I thought I might actually give it another go with something else. And this is from, I'll have to put the name up because I can't remember where I got this from. Fabric company, very popular. A lot of people get their hand-dyed fabrics from. And I loved the effect because it was quite subtle, but it is 28 count even weave. And I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just struggled to work 2 over 2. Maybe it was just at that particular point I was struggling for some reason, and it wasn't really the fault of the fabric, because I have worked on 28 count before. So this actually has turned into a spare piece of fabric for me, because I have started my Snow Queen already on a different fabric. So this one is actually a spare. And I had initially just thought about doing this pattern on this fabric, and because this is quite a dark fabric, I thought this would look lovely in a sort of cream colour or a very light mint or even silver. And I was thinking that might be a nice contrast and that would show up on this fabric. But I hesitated again to go 2/2 on the 28 count. I think I'd still like to try it though. So maybe the next sampler I buy like this, like a similar design, I might try monochrome. I might try the one color blend, like silver or something, that might suit this fabric. So that's just something that I had thought about trying. I don't know for sure. It's just something I'm thinking about in my head at the moment. Maybe on my second attempt, I'll have a better chance of getting on with this fabric. I don't know why it didn't work for me the first time. There was no reason why it shouldn't. Maybe I was just having a bad week, as you do sometimes. So that's my stash for the moment. And at the moment I am working, and right now I am working today, or I have been working today, on my grandparents and Fireflies. And this is as far as I've got. So I've managed to get, see if I can come a bit closer. I've managed to get a lot more of this tree done on the right. And I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see more or less where I am. So I've actually finished a whole load of the sky, as you can see here on the left. All that is done. Look at the vibrancy of that. Just look at the vibrancy of that. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Oh, I love these colours. I just want to keep on stitching this and never stop. In fact, I think I'm just going to go, and there's a whole lot of black at the very, very left here. I don't really want to take it off the Q-snap because I don't want to put it back on the Q-snap. But as you can see, it fits pretty well on my 11 by, is this 11 by 11 inch? I think it is. Q-snap, and I'm using it on my Lowry stand, and it's working really well. And I'm sort of doing cross country in columns. So I've started that column working down, and I'm doing more of these columns, and then I'm going to go over to this page and just keep going to get to the very end, somewhere down here, not very far, probably around here. I'm going to get to the house, which I'm dying to do. So yeah, it's so exciting, and oh, I really am tripping out on those colours. Just look at that. It's beautiful. And if you don't know, this is 22 count. Look how soft this fabric is. It's just really, really soft. But I like it to be firm. So I have it quite firm on the Q-snap, but I love the softness of it at the same time. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn between working on this now and working on the Tap Dancers long dog sampler. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to alternate between the two. Maybe do this one in the evening, maybe do the other one in the morning, something like that. Anyway, I'll figure it out. So that's as far as I've got today. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my little update video. And I hope to do a stitch with me as well, if I can get round to it. I'd like to get more of these things done before I actually, everything starts going crazy and my actual move gets into real progress and I start packing everything away. And then you probably won't see me for a little while. So before then, I like to spend as much time as I can showing you my things, spending time with you stitching and doing my lives, which does bring me so much pleasure. And it's great hanging out with you guys. So hopefully, yeah, I can do another video again shortly, and hopefully I can come back and do my live on Sunday. And hopefully the sun will shine again in Scotland, because it has been pretty overcast the last couple of days. Not very inspiring. Great stitching weather though, to sit at home and stitch. So that's my update, and I just want to say thank you for watching, and it's always a pleasure to chat with you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.